If you don't know who Kim McCarthy is, I don't know where you've been. My friend Kim McCarthy is running in Greene County in the 73rd District against Rick Perales for state rep. Kim McCarthy.
Wow. Hello, Miami Valley! I am so grateful to be a part of this incredible moment where people recognize that change has to happen. I thank you for caring, and I thank you for standing together here today. For me, I'm standing here today because in November of 16, I made the decision to dedicate just a few hours a week to paying attention to my local county government. I stood up at their meetings, I questioned their actions, and I got others to join me. It didn't take long to learn that the three wealthy white males that sat on this board did not share my same values of dignity, respect, and compassion for others. So one day, while questioning them once again from the podium on yet another dubious choice, the chairperson suggested to me that if I didn't like their decisions, that I should run for office myself. So I not only decided to run for office, I decided to run for the office above those men. It is so necessary right now to have more women in power. We have seen what perpetual control by a white male majority has done for our country because we live it every day. With unequal pay, restrictions to control over our own health care, harassment in the workplace, and systematic racism and sexism everywhere. And, I'm looking out over this crowd and I see many different faces, and behind each of those faces is a story. My story is that I'm a 48-year-old divorced mother of 3 wonderful children. I'm also an accountant, a small business owner who immigrated here from Australia in 1994. And I recognize that we all have different stories, but I want to sit at that same table with you and hear them. If you're a woman of color, an Indigenous woman, an immigrant from another country, whatever you are, all of our stories need to be heard in the State House. And I will carry your story with me as I, along with thousands of other women across the country, take the seats back into the hands of the people in 2018. Yes! But I can't do this alone. I want to walk alongside you as we light a path forward for our children, for the planet, for the right for all to live a life with dignity. Yet widening income inequality threatens to cripple our society. Racial injustice divides us. But we are not engaged in a left versus right fight here. This is top versus bottom. So we must come together and we must fight for a government that will protect its people and our natural resources from the greedy CEOs that want nothing more than to have it all, regardless of the cost to us and our society. Growing up in Australia, I had access to so many of the things that we are now fighting for. Universal health care, a living wage, free college. So I have seen the difference it makes to a person's frame of mind when illness just means illness, not financial ruin. I've seen the difference it makes to the quality of a person's life when they don't have to go into work because they are sick and they can't afford to stay home. When paid leave means that a new parent can take the time to welcome a new child into this world, our whole society benefits. And now that I'm an American by choice, I know that we deserve these same things here. We do. So I'm on this path because I just happened to make one small decision to show up at a county meeting. And here I am, 12 months later, running for office. Imagine what we could all do together if we just all decided to commit to a few hours a week to strengthening our democracy. I've dedicated myself to standing up for the people here at home, and I will carry that dedication to the state level, where I will push hard for policies that improve the lives of every Ohioan. No campaign will be successful, though, without a massive grassroots support system working alongside us. So please consider committing yourself to the cause. This is our moment to shine so we can bring about the change that our country so badly needs. Thank you.